everyone, it's Cheri. It's Cheri. How are you? I realized I didn't cake my yarn. We're making a hat today with some leftover like hunter orange. I don't think that's what it's called. It's big twist value, but I didn't cake it. We're still gonna do it though. How are y'all doing? Oh, I have all kinds of crap behind me stuff. I hope you're all good. As you're hopping on, say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. I have to give a shout out to Everett. He is a boy at church that has been watching my videos, and I told him I would give him a shout out now every video when I'm live. So, howdy, Everett. Thank you for watching. I hope you're doing well. I will see you on Sunday. Okay, so there's that. That's out of the way. I'm going to drink some coffee. It's cold here. I'm a little chillero. It's like 57 degrees, which is nice. I just got back from my walk just a few minutes ago, and it's very beautiful outside, and I should not complain, but I'm a little cold. Hold on. I got to fix something. So we're going to start cranking here in just a minute, but we got to do some catching up. I know that I was on live. I think it was yesterday. Was it yesterday? I don't even know. Let me see who's here. As you're hopping in, say hello. Tell me where you're watching from. Claire's here. Hello, Claire. How are you? I'm doing well. Linda says, howdy y'all. Hope all is well with everyone. Anxious to hear how the first crane class went. I'm so excited to share with you guys. And the new shop. And actually did a freebie at the library. So I'm doing my test workshops at the library, and I'll explain that here in just a minute. Whoa, that's hot. I just made it, and it's like burning my tongue. My nose is still red from like walking outside because it's cold. Sandy says, good day. Hope everyone is all is well. Still in the heat wave in California. Sandy Sanchez, hello. Watch the tour of your new space. It really looks nice. I can't wait to see what you do with it when it's all decorated. I also thought of a name. Can call it the Cranking Corner. Oh, I love that. The Cranking Corner. I love it. Claire said she loved the studio tour. If you guys don't know, I did like a little impromptu live. It was not a pretty live. I didn't even know what I was doing. I'm so used to using StreamYard. I went live on Facebook. I don't even know how to push the buttons. It's been so long since I've done it. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys what we were up to. And it is, it's coming along. Shauna, hello to you in California. You're melting out there, huh? Sandy says you haven't melted yet. Thank you, Shauna. It's not a huge space. You know, I don't know what the square footage is. I was thinking it was bigger than what it is. It's not real big, guys. I have a little book I gotta show you, and it's like all my things. Mr. Bant drew it all for me with all of my measurements, and it's like maybe like 400 square feet with all the spaces. 2, 3, maybe 400, little over 400 square feet. So it's not super huge. And it's getting smaller. It would seem much bigger until I start putting stuff in it, but I'm excited. Nikita, hello to you. Erica D, not my first time, but the first time that I could comment. Oh, yay, Erica. Well, thank you for commenting, but thank you for being here. I'm happy that you're here. I'll have to show you on the screen there. Hello, Sandy. How are you? Hope you're doing well. How is it there weather-wise? I know we talk weather a lot, but how is it weather-wise? I want to talk about that here in just a moment, too, for like all the crazy stuff that's been going on. Sarah Randall says, just over a month to my market. I'm stressing out. Still have baby blankets finished. The shower is in 3 weeks. You'll get it done. I know you will. Don't stress. Do not stress, Sarah. Don't stress. Wendy's on the interstate. Be careful, Wendy. Be very careful. Angela Amos, how are you? Thank you for being here on the Facebooks. Okay, so first off, a couple things. First off, I want to say, I don't know if Molly will be on, but she forwarded me. There was a post, I think, on Qual Knits and Knacks group about donating hats to a church, Methodist church in North Carolina. I messaged them directly and haven't heard back. I think she pulled down some of that stuff because on hers, I believe, because she doesn't want to have to deal with that. I am going to give, like, for anybody who's watching this, whether you're live or you're watching it right now, you're watching it right now. That would be live, Cheri. Oh my gosh, my brain. Whether you're watching live or you're watching it on the replay, if you do have a connection in an area that would need hats, guys, reach out to me. Let's put something together. I did, like I said, I sent a message. I found that church. I sent a direct message to them, explained to them, and asked if they really do need or want hats. Because I know it's going to get cold in North Carolina and some of those areas, and they're going to need some stuff. But we want to make sure that we're not overwhelming people with just stuff, right? Because logistically, I'm sure it's just, I can't even imagine the overwhelm. And guys, I hope if you're a praying person, please pray, not only for these people that need help right now from the last hurricane, but I'm kind of watching what's going on in Florida. Guys, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good for this next one coming through. What is it, Milton? It doesn't look good at all. So, so just if you're down there or if you have family, I'll just be praying. All of you, I ask you to do the same thing. Just spare everyone. Things can be replaced, things can be rebuilt. So we just need to make sure that people are safe. So yeah, it's just, I can't even believe it. I just feel so bad for that whole region. They've just been hit so hard. I would like to be able to help if we can, but especially in, the Carolinas or whatever, or wherever it's going to be cold. I don't think Florida probably has that much of an issue, but I know North Carolina, I think it's pretty chilly. So anyways, once I hear something on that church, I will let you know for anybody that wants to make and donate, and we can put our efforts together. If you know of any kind of like place that needs that stuff, to help in the hurricane relief, let me know and I will help try to organize something. So, I wanted to say that. So let's see who else is on here. We have Linda. Linda says it's raining there today. Very cool. Low 60s. Yeah, it's chilly here too. It feels so nice though. It's very like I can walk and I'm not like sweating to death. I can have a long sleeve shirt on. It is so nice and breezy. I took some pictures down at the lake, but I didn't get a chance to share them. Yeah, it's very nice. But I don't, my daughter's like, I'm ready for it to snow. I'm like, no, not yet. That's just too much. That's overwhelming. Hello to, is it Indrick? I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but thank you for being here. I'm not sure what that says, but there's a heart and I understand a heart. Love right back at you. Len, the crafty cranker, is here. Hello to you. Hello. Oh, Lisa Whaley's here. Wendy says it's 84 degrees there. Still summer where you're at. Okay, so first, let's talk about, before I start cranking here, and again, we're going to use this. Does anybody know, this is Big Twist Value. It's leftover. I made like a walking hat for my daughter with it. I want to try, I don't know how much I have left. We're just going to crank it until we see what we got today. But okay, so the workshop, it went so well. There were supposed to be 5. They thought there would be 6. And then there were supposed to be 5. But one of the people didn't show up. I think it was a younger girl, didn't come. So we ended up having 4. It was a hoot. It was so much fun. I had so much fun. I have to kind of like streamline just a few things. First off though, you guys, okay, so listen to my faux pas. That's what we'll call it. We'll call it a faux pas. The clamps, y'all know with the Addy clamps, right? They only clamp like this. So you need something that's not a rounded edge or whatever. So I specifically went to the library early and checked out the tables so that I would know that I could clamp to their tables. And I felt them and they had an edge and I'm like, yeah, it's all good. And I'm talking to the lady. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. We already had a couple people signed up at that time. And I'm like, yeah, it'll be good. She's showing me the spaces. So Mr. Bant meets me there. I got everything and there were already 2 ladies waiting. And it was like, I got there about 45 minutes early. 2 of the ladies were waiting already, which was so cool. They were so awesome, by the way. I just loved the group that I had. So I go to start clamping down the machines and I'm like, oh shit. The table was like, I felt the edge and it wasn't rounded on the outside, but it was tapered. Well, the clamps wouldn't work. So I'm like, that overwhelm. I'm like, that panic and the overwhelm sets in and I'm like, this is not going to be good because they're going to have to hold the machines down. So I'm like, nope, we'll get through it. I'll help them. We'll just push on the side of the Addy or whatever, and we'll just get through it. Well, it'll be fine. I'm not going to freak out. It's, it's a free workshop. This is just to test it. I'm like talking my mind off the cliff, right? And I thought, how could I screw that up? I went and I touched the table. So anyways, I said something to the librarian. She's like, oh, but we have a conference room and I think those tables would work, but it's a little bit of, there's a lot of stuff in there and it's not as big. They were perfect. We went in there. It was perfect. We were able to clamp them down. It was a little tight, so I couldn't get around the back of everybody very well. But it was so much fun, guys. It was so much fun. I can't wait to do more of them. So the reason that I'm doing them at the library is because right away, this was my thinking, but it wasn't my thinking. I don't want to take credit for it. It was my score. If you don't know what a score mentor is, it's what does it stand for? Something it's like senior executives, senior retired executives I don't know, but it's an organization of retired executives that help people with business. And I had a score mentor meet with me, and it was his suggestion. And it was so smart because he's like, they already have a built-in list of people that like to do activities. They're always looking for things to do. And I really wanted to test out how it would go so that I could like refine how I tell people to do stuff, like any problems that we would have. Really, I was so worried about cast off, but cast on was more of an issue for people to grasp it than the cast off. So, but it went really well. It was really awesome. And I can't wait to do more. So that's why I ended up doing it at the libraries. And then I did a survey and I just sent that out, and hopefully they can give me some feedback, and it's all good. So there's that. And to tell you how much I messed up on the whole clamp thing, I got a table at a resale shop, and I'm like, this is the coolest table ever. And the kids and I moved it into the space, and then we went over, and Mr. Bant's like, well, it's not going to work, Cheri. You can't clamp onto that table. So anyways, he's like, you need to talk to Sean, his husband, and see about him making you some special feet for like universal clamps. I'm like, maybe I'll have to see about that. I don't know. But anyways, I ended up donating. I bought it at a thrift shop, donated it back to another one so they could resell it. And I just was out the money. It wasn't a lot of money, but it's all right. It's all right. It's okay. But it went really great. I'm excited about the space. You guys, for those of you who watched it, if you didn't watch the little toury thing that I did yesterday, I have like sliding glass windows, 2 big window panes and a sliding glass, like almost like a, like a patio slider. That's my entrance into the space. So I got like this vinyl. I know it looks weird, but I got this floral vinyl that I'm going to put at the bottom of the window because I've run into it so many times. I think it's going to be an issue. So I wanted to do that for myself. I think it's kind of cute. It has purples and pinks and stuff in it. I don't know. We'll have to see. I have a vision. I don't know if it'll look good or not. We'll find out. Watch me put it up and I'll be like, don't like it. But I got that today in the mail. And I did get some replacement peel and stick border for inside my office. So that's coming tomorrow. All right. So let's see what else we got. And then we're going to get cranking here. I'm going to go ahead and let me do the adjustment here. So you can see I'm all clamped down for this. Hello, Megan. How are you? Joyce Harrington is here as well. Paula Crook. Hello from Monroe, North Carolina. Oh, yay. Okay. So I don't even know where that's at. Paula, maybe Paula has some connection. Hopefully you're safe and you didn't get hit too bad in the last hurricane. But yeah, I'd like to find some place where we can help in North Carolina and ship hats directly to them. I don't know though. So if anybody has anything to help, reach out to me. Len, the Cranky Crafter, says it is 50 degrees in Ontario. So it's probably cool for you too. Then Sandy, maybe. Lisa Whaley says, don't hate the blue in your shop. Also, I'd rather like the wallpaper. I like it too. However, I don't like it enough. And I like what I got to go over it. It's very cabin-esque, which matches the wood on the walls. I kind of like it too, but I got something else. I think you guys will like what I got to put over it. Maybe. You'll have to see. When it comes, I'll show it to you and you tell me. Lisa, I'll ask you and see what you think. Sandy says, I feel so bad. They've lost I agree. I just can't, like, in my mind, Sandy, I can't even wrap my mind around what these people are going through. I can't even wrap my mind around it. Yes, we want it right. We want to make sure it's legit. I want to be able to talk to somebody. It's no different than like my connection with Christine in Kenya. I want to be able to like talk to somebody in some way to know that, yes, that we're just not, that we're not just wasting our efforts, because I don't want to send stuff down there and it gets thrown out, or you know what I mean? Like I want it to really go to people. So we need to figure that out. Yeah. We'll figure, if we can find some way to do it, I certainly will share, Sandy. Connie, hello to you. I'm really excited about the studio, Connie. Let's see. Wendy Taylor from, is it Tuckahoe, New Jersey? Is that how you say it? Tuckahoe. I kind of like it. How are you, Wendy? Thank you for being here on the Facebooks. All right, let's see. And Sarah Randall's here. Is the replay of the Space Live on Facebook too? It is. Would love to see. Yes, it is on Facebook. I should have probably put it on both, but I didn't. I wonder if I'm up high enough. Okay, so we're going to get, whoa, my whole desk just moved. Did you see that? We're going to get cast on here. And then my hands are dry. You know what, guys? My lips are so dry from like driving around. Whenever I'm in the car, Mr. Bant and I were doing a bunch of running around, moving things all weekend. All weekend. Moving stuff in, cleaning out my trailer, doing all the stuff. But I get like really bad chapped lips. Why is it when you have bad chapped lips that you want to lick them? And that just makes it worse. I don't know. I don't know why our body does that. Okay, so I have no idea how much of this yarn I have. I probably could have gotten my scale out. It's going to take me a hot second to do this because I want to make sure, since I didn't cake it, I should have caked it. You should always cake it with the, I'm going to use the tension guide here in a second. Everybody was so stoked about the tension guides though, Shauna, you being able to use those. Well, and I'll tell you, one of the ladies, I don't know, maybe she's on here. I should have let her know that I was going live today. I think she was going to go ahead and order an Addy, which is so great. She's like, will you sell me one of these? Which I might see about, I don't know, having some on hand. I don't know, guys. I'm not sure if I want to do that yet or not, if I want to retail. But however, I think she had like some shoulder issues. She used to be an avid knitter and had some shoulder issues and then couldn't knit anymore, I think. So, or had trouble. So now this is a way she was so excited to be able to do it and try it out. I was totally selling her on the Addy though, or getting a machine at least. I think this is good. I think it's set pretty well. I've got it pretty loose. Let's see here. Anna says, look up Operation Blessing Disaster Relief. They are wheels on the ground helping. And okay, I'll do that. Operation Blessing. So you know what? I'm going to write that down because I got a book here. Hold on. I'm going to write it down. Hold on. Let me go to here. Operation Blessings. And somebody else said something else. Hello, Jennifer. How are you? Paula says, I'm safe. My church's friend's daughter lives in West Jefferson, North Carolina. She said they need blankets and hats. I'll see what I can do to find out. Yes, Paula Crook, if you can. And then email me at Cheri@hoopandhome.com, Paula, with any information you might have. I would be happy to share that because I know other people would probably love to help as well. Yeah, right there. Thank you, Sandy. Cheri@hoopandhome.com, Paula. And what did you say? Jefferson, West Jefferson, North Carolina. I think I'm gonna have to get a tissue, guys. Like my allergies, it gets cooler and my allergies are like horrible. Avery says, slay. I'm gonna slay. Have you ever cranked candy corn? This would be the perfect color for that. I have not. I should crank candy corn and give it to Mr. Bant because he doesn't like it. He puked it when he was a kid for Halloween one year, I guess. And it's not his favorite. And I always make jokes. I'm going to buy him candy corn. Lisa Seaman, hello to you. It will be winter in North Carolina mountains and areas, so hats and scarves will be needed. Yes, I agree. We need to do whatever we can to help. Because we can crank these puppies out, all of us together. Hello, Jenny in Buffalo. I have a question about if you can use finger weight yarn on the Addy. Finger weight would be like what? Finger weight is less than 2 weight, isn't it? Somebody help me out. Because sock weight is 2. DK weight is 3. Finger weight is like a 1, isn't it? I think you'd have to be really careful to be able to use it. I think you could double it because I've done a 2 weight. I've done a 2-weight yarn and doubled it, and it worked really, really well. You just have to really be careful that it would pick up your stitches because it would be so thin. And you might have to weight it, but I think, I don't know if is finger weight a 2? I think finger weight's a 1. So I'm not sure if it would work, Jenny. But I don't want to say no because I don't know for certain. I don't know for certain. Unless you maybe double it, maybe. Rebecca says, is there a knitting machine that will handle 4-ply yarn? My Z machine works best with 1 or 2-ply yarn. Well, okay, my brain is like going 4-ply. How many ply is worsted? Isn't it like 8-ply? That's what I thought. Maybe I don't know what I'm saying. Am I wrong? Why am I thinking? Why is my brain doing that? I don't know. Shauna can help me out. Let's see. Oh, Sandy's probably helping me. Am I lagging really bad, you guys? Am I lagging? It might be my internet. I don't know. It looks fine on my end, but I don't know. It might be lagging. Let's see here. Finger weight is a 1. I think you'd have to double it. And you might even have to triple it to get a 3. Because see, when I did sock weight, it was a 2. It was a 2-weight yarn that I used, and I doubled it. So it's still thin. Yeah, you just have to maybe try it. You have to be careful, though, that it doesn't get tangled up in your machine because you could snap. The thing I will tell you about if you use something thin is you can get it tangled up in your machine and snap your needles easily. So just be careful. Yeah. Yes. This is a good point. Determine machine life before you sell yours. Yes, I agree with that. So I know how long I can get out of them. Absolutely. I thought the same thing. Well, and I don't think I will sell any of them that we're using specifically for that. The other thing that I did do is I numbered all my machines. And I numbered the tension guides from you. And the reason being is if there would be any issue when I'm in a workshop, I can say, oh, that machine is acting a certain way, or we're having issue, yeah. So I can kind of keep track of them because I know they all have their own personalities. I will tell you, with having all these machines now, they all crank a little different. They all do. Because I tested each one of the machines out, set my tension guides that I got from Shauna before the workshop. Every single one of them sounded a little different. Every single one of them cranked just a little different. So, so just know that I don't know that it should be that way. And it just might be me, but I can totally tell a difference between them. EJ's daughter. Hi, everyone. I'm in a meeting today, but listening. I got my tensioner knitting tool. Yay! From Southpaw. Hope to be using them this week. Oh, yay. Oh, EJ's daughter's going to love it. I know. Cheri, hello to you, Cindy. 102. Ew, that's bad. Ew. 102 is ew. Z machine is just, I don't have mine in here. I have it at the studio. It's a teal and white. It was a loom bot. No, I do have my Z machine. I'm thinking about the loom bot. I will show you. Hold on. Well, you know what? I can't get it out. It's just like a Central 48, but it's purple and white, Wendy. It's purple and white. And it's like ZCVTBYE. But I call it a Z machine because I don't know how to pronounce it. So, but it's the purple and white version of the Centro. Okay, here we go. Southpaw. Thank you, Shauna. Fingering weight is 1 to 2. Sport is 2 to 3. 3 to 4. 4 is worsted. 5 bulky, 6. So, okay, what about the plies though, Shauna? School me in that because I think I did. I wrote a blog on it, but I looked it up. I don't remember it. 6 to 8. Yes, for worsted, right, Wendy? So, maybe they were thinking 1 to 2 ply. I don't know, or 1 to 2 weight. Yes, that's it. Yes. That was what my point was. Mr. Bant and I were discussing that because this is the thing. There is a pretty good warranty on the Addy. Like for me, technically, I think that I void them the minute that I'm doing any business with them. But for personal use, they're fully covered. But yeah, I don't, if there's a problem, absolutely. That's the thing I wouldn't want to have to deal with. Yes, Sandy, yes. People you sign in and out machine tensioners too. Have people you sign in or out machines and tensioners too. That's a good idea. Where can I get the tension guide? Oh, from Shauna, right above you. Southpaw Fiber Arts. There you go. There it is, right there. Like that. I can't do it. Yeah, Shauna from Southpaw Fiber Arts. That's where you get the tensioner, and they're awesome. Thank you, Rebecca. That is exactly it. It's a brand knitting machine. Got it in March, and I've cranked over 100 hats. Maybe I've worn it out. 4-ply yarn. Okay, won't crank. What's it doing? Is it dropping the stitches? It might be. I will tell you, I wore out the feeder on mine, and I replaced the feeder, like the little thing that holds the yarn. If you wear that out, it'll put a groove in there, Rebecca. And then what happens is that the needles won't pick it up. So look at your yarn feeder and see if there's a big notch in it, because the acrylic yarn rubbing on that notch over time, it cuts a little trough in it, and then it can't pick up your stitches. But you can get a replacement for like $7 on Amazon. So the little check out your yarn guide and see, because it might be that's what it is. If it's cranking okay, but it's dropping your stitches, I bet it's your yarn guide, because you've done so many hats. Because I think, honestly, I think the yarn guides, they wear out pretty quickly. I think it's soft plastic. I think they, on the 48 pin machines, I think they wear out pretty quickly. At least my experience is I've got notches in all of mine, and I haven't, the Z machine I've done over 100 hats on, but I think I wore it out within like 50 hats. Maybe less than that. Or it went to a point where it was starting to drop. And it didn't make sense as to why. And that once I changed it, it fixed it. Connie says, I have 5 machines. All are definitely different. Some are more frustrating than others. I totally get that. That is so true. So true. Okay. Shauna doesn't. Yeah. See, I can't remember the ply either, because I don't think of yarn like that. Nairo's here. Hello. Hello to you. Hello. Oh, I don't know about that. I'll say you look beautiful. I don't think I do. I saw myself in that. I don't like, I was looking at my Facebook page and I saw my video from yesterday. I'm like, oof. My grandmother used to do that when she stayed with me for a little while, and I would have to help her whenever she needed to go to the bathroom. So I'd get her into the bathroom and I'd go to leave. And when she'd see herself in the mirror, she'd always go, ooh, ooh. She's like, I can't look. I can't look. I just thought it was so cute. It just reminds me of that, because now I feel that way about myself, because I feel so much younger than I look. Rosenda. Is it Rosenda? Rosenda. I like that. From Alabama. I think that's how you pronounce it. Rhonda from Tallahassee. How are you, Rhonda Seals? Thank you for the review, by the way. Sadie says hi to Nai. Let's see. Rebecca. Yeah, check the feeder. Check it. Yes. Finger weight is 2 and 3 ply. Okay. So 4 ply would be like a 2 weight yarn or 3 weight yarn, which makes sense. Judy Merritt, how are you? All right. Okay. Sandy, you're so funny. Yes, it's funny. You know what? The picture we have of ourselves in our head is always so different. But then I'm sure people see us differently than how we see ourselves in the mirror too, I think that's probably true too. Okay, since I didn't cake this, I'm going to just go ahead and get some of this off of here so it's not, otherwise, since this is Big Twist Value, it's going to have all kinds of tension, like bubble things, even though I'm using my tension guide. If I have a lot of pull or drag on it, I don't want that. Oops. Okay, Shauna said she found a chart. Worsted is 4 ply. Oh, worsted is 4 or 10 ply. Okay. So that's really thin yarn that's working for her. Okay, 3K or light is 8 ply. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I was like thinking it was thicker. So what's the best ply to use with the Centro? You should be able to use a 4 weight yarn, which would be a 10 ply yarn. You should be able to. Some 4 weights are going to be too heavy. But yeah. Okay, so let's see if I can, oh, this is not, I'm going to end up with a knot here. Okay, we'll go. So my next workshop is Monday. So I have to go check tables at the next library tomorrow. I won't make my same mistake again. I can't wait to get it set up over there, though. I'm so excited, but then I got to be careful because then I won't ever want to be home. I'll just want to be at my studio. Naira says, I have a question. I'm crocheting. I'd like to know what you think. Have you tried the Premier yarn from Dollar Tree? If so, what do you think of it? I like it. I made a hat with it. I like it. I like the Premier yarn. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. The only thing I will say is like my Dollar Trees, I can't ever get any other color than gray. But I'll say I wanted to try more of the Premier brand yarns. I know in the amigurumi world, the Premier yarn, there was a whole lot of controversy. I don't know what that is. I only saw a little bit on TikTok. Like people were very, very upset with, I don't know if it's the plushie, the yarn that they use for amigurumi. It like they changed the quality of it. But it's like that with any yarn. I've noticed, like when I would order from Ice would change up their quality. I've noticed it with the Big Twist Value. Sometimes you get things that are of better quality than others. But I like the Premier. I would like to order some and try it. I just haven't done it. Like some of the other colors. Sandy said she's used it. What did you say, Sandy? She's used it. It's fuzzy. It's fuzzy in the magic circle. Is yeah, I will. Yes. Well, any of like even Big Twist Value, I think is hard. It's a little hard to crochet with. A little bit, not horrible, but if you're doing magic circles, it is. If you're working in the rounds or whatever, it can be a little bit difficult. Like when I use it for what I'm doing with my temperature blanket, which I only got a little bit farther on this weekend. It's a little bit, because it can separate. But I don't know if you guys find this too, but the colors are all different. Like I noticed I love the sage green color, but that is horrible to crochet with. Big Twist Value, the sage green. Some of the other ones I like the pinks seem to be okay. But for whatever reason, that sage green, it just wants to separate really bad. And I've used multiple skeins of it, and it all does the same thing, which makes no sense. But I guess, why did it get darker? It got darker above my head. I mean the 1 pound new yarn see, I haven't seen that. I haven't been in there. I'll have to check that out. So I have no opinion, Nairo. I don't know. No, see, Connie says she loves the Premier yarns. I think my machine tolerates it. Okay. Now Shauna says Premier yarn is nice and soft. It does have issues if you need to frog. Just go slow because it wants to stick together. Hello, Peggy. How are you? Thank you for being here on Facebook. Hyde Park, New York. Oh, I bet the colors are pretty. It's getting really pretty here. I don't know that we're going to have as vibrant as what we had last year, maybe. I need to crank and talk. And I don't know how. Oh, there's a fuzz. I don't know how to crank and talk, guys. Everybody did so good on Thursday, though, guys. I was so worried about cast off, and that went really well. I just had one of the ladies had a little trouble, and the lighting wasn't super great in where we were. So it was hard. It was a little hard for her to see it. But everybody did super, super good. And it went quicker than I thought it would. Let's see. Wendy says, I just made an hour drive. How'd you do that? Were you speeding, Wendy? I have to tell you guys, we just switched insurance companies to State Farm, which I love them, by the way. They've been so awesome, except for we're doing that like driving app for the first month. Yeah. I brake hard. I didn't think I braked hard. I didn't think that was a thing, but I don't like that it monitors me. But it's so you can get the discount or whatever, or keep the discount, or I don't even know. But we had an issue with like, we didn't have separate ones. And then whenever Mr. Bant was driving and then I was on the phone and then you get the phone distraction, I think we got it all worked out now, but yeah. So yes. So if you had your State Farm app or your little Drivey app, I think it would say you're doing something wrong if you can get there in 35 minutes. Just be safe, my friend. Naira says it is still the Premier, so I guess same, but £1 for 5. That's a pretty good price. That's a really good price, and not the smaller skeins we are used to. I'll have to check. Do they have a lot of colors? Now I want to go check it out. Yes, Lisa Whaley. I want to do amigurumi or stuffed animal workshops. Yes, I am pitching again for more money. I want to get more money. I will start offering workshops for money probably next month. And as I get stuff, I would like to get, first off, my first goal is to get more bigger machines. I want to have at least like to be able to do a workshop of 8. And then I want to get the smaller 22 pin machines. But I'm pitching, I don't know that I'll win, but I'm pitching to get more machines. And if I could get them, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to offer, and I'll offer multi-week workshops. I'll do that in my studio probably. I may do some off-site if they're small, like if they're not, like we can do some, like pumpkins would be a great workshop to do. Like it isn't all, like I could do that with the big ones, but like different things like that. But mainly in my studio, I'll offer the things that might take multi-weeks to do. I'd like to get the mushroom ones too. I think the 32 pin would also be a nice thing to have, although they would take up a lot of, like that's a lot of space to house all of those machines. But I really think that would give a nice mix if I had the 46, the 32, and the 22 of things to do. So yes, I'm super, like, that's my goal. My goal is to get more machines. I originally was not going to launch it until I got more machines, but then I decided that it's probably better to start smaller. I just have to figure out a better way of explaining the cast on when I'm teaching somebody and not just showing them. You know, if I can just have the machine side by side with them, or like if you're watching a video, you can watch it as you do it. But if you're teaching a workshop, it's a little bit different. And some people have like, I'm very attuned to the fact that everyone learns differently. And some people need to be told the instructions. Some people need to see it. You know, some people need to hear it. Some people need all three. And just making sure, because I know it sounds silly, but we all kind of take for granted that, you know, I do so much by muscle memory now because I've done it long enough. And I'm sure a lot of you are the same way, that it's like, oh, here, just do this. Boop, 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 boop. You're done. Right. But it takes a little bit to get used to that feel. Let's see what she says here. Pixie Sands is in Twitch land. Yay! Sandy's over on Twitch. If you ever want to like find her on Twitch, she's under Pixie Sands. Let's see. Oh, Wendy's on the computer. Going to the YouTubes. Thank you for being here, Wendy. Appreciate you. Rosinda's going to get some. She's going to get her some of that yarn. Completely blew your Hobby Lobby budget. I love it. Oh, I can't wait to see what you got. I haven't went yarn shopping in quite a while. I've been very proud of myself. I actually need to go again though. They had 4 there, but 5 colors. As we speak, crocheting with the dark red or wine, navy, white, and matte green. Oh yeah, those are pretty colors. Those are like Richie holiday colors too. Is it the deep colors, Nairo? Let's see, what did Joyce say? I had lots of splitting with the 1 pound yarn. Tried many times with the different machines. Didn't work for me. Hope it works for you. Was that the Premier or the Big Twist Value, Joyce? Sandy says, link for replacement feed guide on Centro. Don't know. Do I not have it? I might not have it on my thingy thing, maybe. I support your purchase. It was absolutely necessary. You guys are so funny. Eric D, have you thought about projecting what you are doing onto a screen? That's a great idea. That's a great idea. I kind of like that idea. That's what people do when they do cards and stuff, isn't it? Oh, I like that idea, Erica. I could totally do that too. That's a really good idea. I'd have to have the camera over what I'm doing, and then I could project on the wall. I could do that in my studio. That might make it easier. I would have to, the way I would set it up would see, I need to think about that stuff. I so appreciate, just like the knit cam, right? That's what I should do, right? So a little more techie. Mr. Bant, I don't know if he's watching. Maybe we could think about that. Because I know that I have a friend who has a scrapbooking studio. I'll call her a friend. She was someone who came to my studio, and then she was also in a workshop thing that I offered. But she has a whole beautiful space where they do card demonstrations to do scrapbooking and stuff, and well, scrapbooking and card demonstrations. That's exactly what they have. They have like a overhead camera. You can see what they're doing. That's a good idea. I might have to think about that before I go hanging everything on the walls. Thank you, Erica D. You are awesome. Yes, I haven't seen her on Twitch. I need to see her on Twitch. I haven't seen her on Twitch. Lisa Whaley, could you set something up to where you could watch a video on a wall? Yeah, can't laptop be shown on a drop down. Just Lisa, you and Erica D are thinking like the same. Molly says, I have to travel for work tomorrow and just realized the hotel is next to Hobby Lobby. I already apologize to the hubs before I leave. I love it. 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 I realized the other day that I have a gift card for Hobby Lobby in my wallet that I totally forgot about that my daughter got me. So I need to use it, right? I need to go. Oh, so Sandy said she has, don't feel bad, Sandy. You just do what you want to do. Don't feel bad about it. Peggy says, I'm making chemo preemie and homeless person hats. I bought Red Heart Super Saver. I'm finding it has, yes. Well, if you're getting it through your machine, Peggy, you're doing great because I've not had a lot of luck with Red Heart Super Saver. It does make a nice, warm, thick hat, but a lot of times the machines hate it. But yeah, it's a little rougher. The Big Twist value is a little softer, but it's still affordable. So if you want to not have to spend a lot of money, you could, when the Big Twist value is on sale, I'd snag some of that up and make some out of that. Wendy says the Lumos crafting light is awesome. I was making hot pads last night in black. Yes, it does help with black yarn so much. So much. I agree with that. Wendy's talking about the little light. I had gotten one and then shared about it and shared a link or something. I don't even know. I don't think I have a discount code for that. It was only in the beginning, but it goes around your neck. I took mine to the studio. I should have left it here because I do I'll probably do a lot of my crocheting here, but sorry, I was typing after him. No, great minds think alike, all of you. Don't apologize for sharing what you're thinking. I love it. Because sometimes too, guys, don't hesitate. If somebody else says something, I do not care if you repeat what they said or similar. Because sometimes, and Sandy will attest to this, I don't see stuff. Like, it can be right in front of my face, and I sometimes miss it. So, it's all good. Sarah's waiting. She says, I'm waiting. Margot says yes, it's stiffer to Peggy, probably for the Red Heart Super Saver. Debbie said they just had to replace mine that was brand in the 32 pin, but I love the machine. Perfect size for ear warmers. I abused it. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking, because I've not done a lot of ear warmers, and I think that would be another awesome workshop where you get to do something a little different. And I do love that machine. That machine works great, but I hate that I can't put the cap on it, because I put and I'm pointing over here. You all can't see it, but it's on the shelf over here. And if you don't know what I'm talking, let me grab it. For anybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about, hold on. I got to be careful though, because hold on. I have my little Addy inside of it. So me get that out of there. But it's this machine. It's this mushroom one, the 32 pin. But see, I have the counter on there. And because of that, then I can't, now I'll put it back here. I can't put the cute little top on. The cute little top. I like the cute little top. But I think those would be a good addition. I'm just really excited about the possibilities. And it's so fun to do stuff with. I love hanging out with all of you. We've got to do our Zoom live. I've got to get that scheduled too. It's crazy. And I know it's only going to get crazier. So I've got to get it on the books. But anyways, we'll probably do a Sunday afternoon at like 3 is what I'm thinking for that again. However, doing something in person, it's so fun. It's so fun to get together. It is. It really is. One of the ladies she's so talented. Holy bleep, she's talented that came. She does just knitting, hand knitting. And she had this cute little necklace that was like this pumpkin, and it had these delicate leaves, and it was like, she knitted it. I'm like, you didn't use the teeny tiny crochet hook? No, it was knitted. It was beautiful. And she did have a granny square sweater, like vest thing on that was just adorable as well. But she was working on a scarf. So every time that there was like a little downtime, she's waiting for me to come around. She'd be knitting away. I just loved it. I loved it. Sarah says, I'm waiting very impatiently for my towels for Temu. No yarn purchase since I went in July, but I still have lots of plans for the yarn I have. Joyce said she doesn't remember which one she gave it to the charity shop. I'm not sure. Shar is here. Hello in Seattle. You're moving soon, aren't you? You're moving soon, I think. Soonio. I believe. Yeah, you know what? I donated, guys. I finally boxed up my red heart and I donated it because I know I'm not going to use it. Now I'll probably regret that decision, but it's all right. It's all good. Just means I'd have to buy more if I want other. Oh, I'm not sure I helped, but you are so welcome, or whoever helped Cindy. I'm not sure that I did, though. Not anymore, but I still put it in the files on Facebook. Thank you, Wendy. That'd be for the light, the Lumos light. Yes, very true. Shar, you are so right, though, with the red heart for the blankets, because I will say that stuff holds up. My mom's made some things for me. My mom did make some things for me, and it's been years ago, and it holds up. It does hold up really well. So it's a durable yarn. Oh, good, Cindy. Yeah, yarn. But I'll tell you, yarn is the thing. The machines are fabulous. But if there's problems with them, most of the time it's the yarn. So the more we can learn from each other about what yarn everybody likes, although the machines are all different, some of them have a mind of their own. I really should have caked this yarn, but yeah, I didn't. I kind of regret that decision. What am I on? 58. I don't know how much I even have here. If you are using the tension guide from Shauna, you need to really cake your yarn. You need to have a yarn winder. It does make all the difference in the world. This is what I'm talking about right there. This little guy. See, I don't have it caked up, and it's just, I have to like undo it. Let's see. Wendy says, for your workshops, are you using Addie? And I am, Wendy. I'm using the tension guides. Not doing it here. You should. Yes, that's what I want. My whole plan for this whole thing is for this to spread like the chicken pox. No. Because I think we could do this everywhere for anybody who wants to do it. I think it's a great idea. Now, the investment, for the machines is kind of a little chunk. But if you think about it in terms of a business, it's not a lot. So we can talk, Wendy. If you think that that's something you want to do, I am more than here to help with all of it. Because I'm working through all my pricing, all the things. Yeah, I'm excited. So I'd be excited to help anybody else who wants to do it as well. And then for all of those people that get really pissed about me doing this online, we can just take the whole United States by storm and maybe even beyond and have these, like, y'all can like sign up for a pay and sip class on any in your area, probably anywhere. There's probably 5 of them that you can go to, maybe probably like tomorrow or the next day. I would like to see that happen with this. That's what I would like. And then it leads to crochet and knitting and maybe hand embroidery, or I don't know, like punch needle. Who knows? All the fiber arts, even though people would like, argue with me about that. I think it opens the door. It's the gateway. And it's fun and it's therapeutic and you get together and you build community and yeah, all those things. So I'm super excited. And there's obviously, okay, think about this, guys. Think about all the people I have on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. I have over 1.5 million followers, like 1.5 plus million people, right? Now, obviously, there's some crossover between those. Some of you who are on Facebook follow me on YouTube, so it's not all individual. I have never once, as of yet. Now, I might do this once I start doing my workshops. I have not bought any ads. So all of those follows are completely organic. Every single last one of them. Everybody chose, not because it was put in front of them, because I paid for it to be put in front of them. It was put in front of them because the algorithm thought it was good. Some of it is because of the hate that I got initially on. But if you look, like last Friday's hat video, that went viral on Facebook. And it wasn't because of a lot of negative comments. It just went viral. So I think it's like 1.2 million views, right, on my Friday hat video. So this is the thing. There's interest in it, and it's organic interest, obviously. So from a business perspective, I think it's a great thing. I mean, it just crosses all like social barriers, I think. I think it's something that a lot of people are interested in. And so if given the opportunity for someone to try it, I think they're going to be apt to want to do that. Now we just have to get it in front of them for them to try it, but it's just exciting. It's exciting. So what I'm saying is there's a little proof in concept that there is interest. And you're all here, so there's that. I love it. Isn't it exciting? It's exciting. I'm not cranking very fast today, guys. Let's see. What do I got down there? I don't know if I have enough to do a full-size hat, so I'm debating what I want to do here with this. The shroom, yes. I have a few friends that part in North. Oh, I will ask them about point of contact. Yes, Wendy, please do that. I think it would be great if we could get some places that if they need it, if there's a need. I know like I've been keeping all of my stash, all of my makes. I have not donated yet because I would typically as it starts to get cooler here, I would start taking them to the shelters. So I have a good lot of hats that I could send. And I know that there's lots of others of you that would probably, and we could pump out quite a few just in a short period of time. So yeah, if anybody has any like real connections where you can check with somebody to see, and I can even follow up on the connection. So if you have like a point of contact, I will like call or message or email or whatever, just to verify before we put it out there so that so it's the real deal, if that makes sense. I'm just not sure, like, obviously there's lots of people that need money. That's going to be a thing. Money is definitely a need, right? So there's that, but there's lots of organizations that are taking in funds for that. But it would be nice to get, if we can get some hats on heads, that would be really good too, to keep people warm. Connie says, I can only use baby yarn in my mushroom, so I use it for making. Oh, it doesn't use any thicker because I don't have any issue. I wonder, that's not good that it doesn't do bigger weight. I'm sorry that it doesn't do bigger weight. Oh, Joyce, I really like this one. Is it called Dopamine Industries? They have it on Facebook on Amazon. I think it's in my supplies list for my Amazon shop, but you can get it directly from them too. You just I used a 3M sticky piece to stick this on, and then I used for this glue, I used a craft glue. I didn't use a permanent glue, but I really like that. I like that counter. It works really well. And you can do that on the 40 pin because that's what I have on. Oh, I don't. Do I not have one? I don't have one on my 40 yet. I need one for my 40. I put one on that one. Wendy says the mushroom is $60 on the. That's kind of high, but yeah, $60. I believe it. It's a little high, but I guess that's all right. I guess 60 is. Yeah, I like mine. I feel like it's more durable than the other Centros, actually, or any of those types. Lisa says, I feel like some of us, your regulars, cranking, feel almost as invested in your new shop as you do. Well, you know what? It's because of you guys that, I mean, really, if it wasn't for all of your interest, then this wouldn't have grown. So you all do have some part in it. And I don't know why I'm freezing. Yeah, I'm definitely freezing. I don't know why it's doing that, but you do. Lisa, you all are a part of it. I love that though. I love that. I think Jacinda said something. She's someone who used to come to my other studio, said something. It would be fun for y'all to have a little piece in there, but I'm not sure exactly what. So I'm not sure what we could do, but I was trying to think of what we could do where you all like, crank a little something. Because I thought about granny squares. We could all crochet. You could all crochet me a granny square, and then I could put it together and do a wall mural of like granny squares. So there's that. I could do that. But it'd be fun to have for all of you to have a little piece. And then when I do my videos, you all can see what you made. But I don't know. I'll have to think about it because I kind of like it to be on the circular knitting machines. So maybe we could each do like little squares on the circular knitting machines, but I got to come up with a pattern or something for you guys. I'll think about it. Sandy, I use a big honkin' C-clamp and I just clamp the front of it. I clamp the front of it like through here. I just clamp it right through here. And that's what I do. I just clamp it on. Actually, I use my little, that if you guys remember, and I don't have it here, I'll show it again. And I can show it when I'm at the studio, when I'm actually in there. The little stool that has the hole cut out, I clamped it on the insides of it, I think, as opposed to the outside. When I use it on this table, I have a C-clamp and I clamp it from the front. In a week, Shar, that's so exciting. Hubby's on his way home with the keys, ordered the U-Haul yesterday. Yay, congratulations. Oh, it's so exciting. I'm so excited for you. You'll have to like share how it all goes. Keep us posted. Linda agrees with Lisa. Oh, for being invested, because you guys are, for sure. Sonia, hello. Just curious, why did you get rid of your red heart? Because it isn't great going through. Yeah, mainly. And Sonia, really, I donated it and I know it'll get used. I know where I donated it, I know it'll get used. For me, it was just sitting and I wasn't using it. And I have like so much yarn. Like, well, some of you would think it's not that much because you might have more than me. But I have tote after tote after tote of yarn. And I have like yarn. You can't see it, but I have it in these packages up on the wall on my shelf. And I knew that would be the last yarn that I would probably use. So I just needed the space in here. That's really why I got rid of it. Now that I'm in the studio, I probably could have kept it for something, for a project or, doing some granny squares or something. But I got rid of it before I decided to do that. So it was really a matter of space because I live in a teeny tiny house and I knew I was having to get rid of the camper. So that's why I did it. And it was before I decided I was going to do this studio thing. You are not way late today. You're just in time. I'm going kind of long, guys. I apologize that I'm going kind of long. Claire says, got to sign off now. I got to catch some rest later. Thank you for being here, Claire. Have a great rest of your night. Erica D says, I have a question. How do you deal with static? My yarn is sticking to everything. You can, if you don't mind getting a little bit of residue on your yarn, I would, if you're using, I don't know if you're using Shauna's tension guide. I know somebody asked about the tension guide and the earplug. I wouldn't do that. With the tension guide, I would just get a piece of like a dryer sheet and just hold it like off to the side, just kind of let it glide through it. That's what I would do. Also probably, Erica, but if you, depends on what machine you have. If you have the 38 or the 48 pin and it's really bad, you can use an earplug, and it's like these silicone earplugs, and you just push it onto the front of your machine. Like, well, this one I can't really show you, but like on the 48 pin, you have the feeder, and you could push it and like let it glide over that silicone earplug. But I would try the dryer sheet first if you don't mind getting like a little bit of that, you know, softener residue on your yarn. This keeps getting tangled. Sarah says, I really need to try the Bernat premium yarn in my machine. I think I have used it before, but it was early days. I didn't pay attention. You know what? I've used like one skein of Bernat, and it worked actually really well. I got it at Meyer store close to us, but they have Bernat. Nobody else really has much Bernat around here. And I have a tendency to want to touch my yarn before I buy it. Not always, but I'd like to. And Wendy says there's definitely a want to learn and do. Absolutely. I don't know. Barb says, I don't know what that is. Hard anger and tatting. I don't know. Oh yes. I am a proponent of check out Koala Knits and Knacks. She has awesome videos. What did Wendy say? Wendy says, I moved my mom from the DC in 2011. Now I have her with me in Arkansas. And that's great. That's so awesome. That is awesome. I wish I had my mommy still. I do. I miss her a lot. It seems like fall time of the year. The rest from now until, yeah. I miss her. I can get that at Walmart here. I'm hand knitting a baby blanket with it now. Awesome. Eisen and I were outside watching squirrels. We have lots of those here. Lots of squirrels. Lots and lots and lots of squirrels. They just got power back last night. Who just got power back last night, Wendy? Bernat Super, that's what I use. I use the Bernat Super Saver, and I liked it, actually. Wendy says she has quite the hat stash. She stopped counting. Oh, that's nice that he's on fall break. I hope he's enjoying school. All right, where are we at? We're not even to 100 yet, guys. Sarah says, me going slow is giving her more time for knitting the blanket. And then once the live's over, she has to brush the bear. Oh, pulling the wrong thing. Your local area churches probably have contacts in the area hard hit. Well, you'd think my church would, but we haven't talked about it. I was going to talk to him tonight. Yeah, my church is a Lutheran church too. And I thought maybe there would be a sister church that we could help. Oh, you're making quilts to send down. That's an awesome idea. That's an awesome idea, Barb. I love that. Oh, thank you for sharing the counter link. That's exactly the counter. Oh, that's awesome, Char, that you have the community center. Libby, hello to you, Libby 3. Saying hi in last room, so thank you. Yay! I've been MIA all summer. Sorry, learned to crochet, but taking hours to make one beanie. What happened to the can? Oh, I have to get rid of it. Libby 3. So now I have a studio, but I'm not in it right now today because I haven't finished putting all my stuff together. Oh, that's awesome, Wendy. I need to find a connection here. Yeah, you know what? The Prim machines, I've looked at those as well. I know you have that cool innovation machine. I think I saw it. You shared it when we were live that one time on the Zoom. Cindy, I really like, it depends on what you're doing. I like pattern, like self-patterning yarn. That's what I use for the Friday hat videos just because it looks cool. But like for wearable hats, like really awesome yarn. My favorite is probably Lion Brand Heartland because it's like thicker, but it's soft and it's shiny and the machines love it. And I just wish they had more, I wish they had patterning in it. But that's probably my favorite for just a straight wearable hat with like no frills necessary. But you can do some really cool striping with it. But aside from that, I really like I used the Lion Brand Ferris wheel yarn in the workshops because it's a little thinner. It does really well in the machines. We just had to be mindful of like that it's a little bit more like a roving yarn, so you got to be careful not to break it. But those I like that. Let's see, what else do I really I got to tell you, I love that Big Twist Prism yarn. That stuff is luscious and lovely. That's nice. Karen Simply Soft is nice too. All of those are good. You can make hats. This is Big Twist Value. It's not as soft. It's a little more stiff, more like more reminiscent of a Red Heart Super Saver. But it makes a nice hat. It just has a little bit more memory, so it's going to stretch out a little bit and not like bounce back as well. Oh, Char, you have a Joann's nearby. That could be bad. That could be dangerous. Libby says they use the silicone on the Centro and it works fine. Yeah, I've used that before when the static gets too bad. And as it starts to, when we start using heaters and stuff, it'll get definitely worse. At least in my area, it does. Craig says a knitter is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he or she means to. I love that. I love that. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes, that is that. Yes, yes. That's all I'll say is yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Sandy said that Red Heart Super Saver is a no-no, but the Bernat was lovely. Oh, it's Norwegian. Norwegian, not Norwegian. Wendy says we sent out several trucks and trailer loads with horses and mules with riders to go. Oh, that's so awesome, Wendy. I love that. That's so awesome. Yeah, because really, horseback's about it, isn't it? Because there are no roads. That's just crazy to me. It's so crazy. Because I just think about like the infrastructure just being completely, your utilities, like getting all that back up. Not just the roads even, but like sewer lines and electric lines and gas lines and all of it, and water lines, all the things. And if you're in the country, at least you have a well. Hopefully it still works. But then I think about all of the pollutants that are probably in the area because of all the stuff that's been done and how it's all been mixed up. And you got people, like deceased people. I don't know. It's just so, I don't know. It's heartbreaking. Oh, let's see. Is it Lysette? Hello to you. Thank you for being here on the Facebook. Carla. Hi, Carla. How are you? Debbie, you're not late. Debbie, Beanie Baby. Beanie Babe, not Beanie Baby. My coffee is still not, I need more, and it's late, isn't it? What time is it? It's like 4:09. I probably shouldn't even be drinking coffee this late, to be honest. You are not late to the party. The party is still going. We have Mona's here. Thank you, Libby. Libby 3. Yes. You need a machine. Yes, you do. I am such a, like, what I want to say. I don't want to say instigator. Like, I don't know. I want everybody to have a machine. Sarah says, Aunt Winnie, one of the horse trainers breeds I follow is Tennessee, did the same. She loaded up her horses trailer and was supplied. I just think that see, that is amazing. Americans looking out for other Americans, neighbors looking out for neighbors. That's the way it needs to be. But government needs to get their butt in there and do something too, right? No one cranked backwards, because I kind of like went a little crazy. I'm like, you cannot crank backwards. That's so funny. Yeah, because that was my biggest worry. That's not to say I was so worried about that, and I was so worried about the cast off, but really it went really well. Because once we got through the cast on, it was magical. It was all over quickly too. Like, I thought we did a 2-hour workshop and I was done and packed up within, like, I got there early, but it only took maybe an hour and a half, maybe hour and 15 minutes, I think it was, but there were only 4 of them. So the more people you get, the slower it's going to go. On a beanie with a brim not fold up. Oh, I don't. Bon, I do not have a tutorial. I don't know if anybody else, does anybody else know of a tutorial? I think there is one on YouTube. I don't have one where you actually bring it up to make the brim, like where you're rehooking onto the needles. I think that's maybe, and then, yes, I've never done that. I've thought about it, but I've not done it. Let's see. Her followers bought supplies for Walmart curbside for her to take and distribute. Oh, that's nice. And she just went and picked them up. Wendy says that she puts a humidifier in the cottage for wet. That's a good idea, because as it gets dry, it is an issue. Oh, we're gonna get. How close are we to being out of yarn? I think I'm gonna keep going. So did you get your camper all taken? I haven't yet. I haven't got it listed. We're doing the final things to get it put back together. I still have to, like, finish putting back a few things. It's late to list it. I think it'd be great for it'd be great for another crafter, but for someone who's like going to deer camp or something, it would be a nice camper for that, I think. Not the best time of year to put it up for sale. And if I can't get out of it what I want, I might just go and find a place to store it until next spring, maybe. Lisa says, Karen Simply Soft was the first yarn I tried and it worked perfectly. Other yarns I've tried have been a bit trickier. Red Heart wouldn't work at all. Yeah. Karen Simply Soft is lovely yarn. It is. And Wendy says, all of our horses and mules are bomb-proof after working cows all the time. The different environment doesn't affect them. That is so awesome that you did that, Wendy. You're so awesome. You're so awesome. Mona says, do you like the tensioner? Can't remember it's the ultimate tensioner, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. I love it. And it is the reason the ultimate tension guide, this thing right here, is the reason why I'm doing the in-person workshops. I would not have done it without it. Because for beginner workshops, y'all know, hand tensioning is not easy. Now, I could have gotten the forked tensioners, could have done that, right? But it's not the same. So that's the reason. So Shauna is the reason why I'm venturing out, because of these awesome things. So, and that's why I'm using, because I've had people like respond to me in private. They're like, what happened to your centers? Do you not love them anymore? I'm like, I still love them, but I've gotten to where I love this setup. It's like, I love it. Even though the hats still are not as big as what the 48 pin, I can get real close with the tension guide to what I would do on the 48 pin. Enabler. That's it. I'm an enabler. Yes, absolutely, Sandy. You are right. That was the word that I couldn't think of. So yeah. Wendy says, so my hubby and I sound like a conspiracy theorist spelled by saying that the government lacked everything could be part. Yeah, I don't know. I worry about, to be quite frank, and I'm not going to get into politics here because I know that everybody probably has different feelings about things and I don't want to start anything. I just don't. I don't. I love you all no matter how you vote. I'll just tell you that. But what I will say is go vote. That's what I will say. However, I do concern myself with this second hurricane hitting Florida and then all the stuff that's going on. It could affect the election. So that's all I'm going to say. I just hope that that's not the case. That's not what's most important when there's lives at stake, though. But it is something that I'm thinking about anyways. It's in the back of my mind. Because it should be, important to getting things up and going. Because it's not that, November's going to be here before we know it. So I don't know. Who knows how many more hurricanes we're going to have between now and then. Let's see. Debbie Beanie Babe says, I said the same about COVID-19. Yeah. Yeah, I hate that thought. You guys might be right, though. Mona Lesher, thinking of getting it. Ooh, getting the machine? Mona! The enabler is at it again. You should get a machine. Whether it be the Centro or this one, you want one. You do. We'll help you with it. You can get in the group. See the little ticker down there? Facebook group? Get in there. We'll help you. We'll help you with the machine. So you should get one and join the fun. Wendy says, such an enabler. This is the second time in 2 days you said something about the mushroom. I don't mean to do that. That's not my intent, but I really like it. And I've been itching to use it again because I have a project with the mushroom that I started and I haven't been able to get back to it. And I'm super excited about it, but I don't want to share it. I don't want to give it away yet because it's exciting, but it's with the mushroom. And I just think it would be a fun thing to use. I need to make some, I need to try to make some headbands, even though I don't have a lot of hair. I do have ears and like ear warmers. That would be, good too. Yes, Lisa. Amen. Not here, right? Yes, that's not going to be me. I am not going to do that. Nopey dopey. All I'm just going to say is just go vote if you can. That would be good. But yeah, no, I want it to be free from that too. Because everybody, that's what's so great about here too. Plus, we're not just Americans here either. We got Canadians, we have British people, we have people from all over the world. So we're not it's not just about us. It's about all of us. All of us, because we're all awesome. If you love yarn, I love you. How about that? That should be a bumper sticker. That should be a bumper sticker. If you love yarn, I love you. And they'd be like, she's a creeper. She's a weirdo. You guys get it, though. Sarah says, I'm an enabler with my friends and their books. Always need more books and yarn. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Oh, no, the tensioner. Yes, you need that. I will tell you, you do need that. And you can get one for the 48. They make it for the 48 and also for the 46. So if you have a 48, you can still get one of I'll show you. I have one. You want to see it? It's beautiful. It's like a work of art. What is the you all know what I'm thinking about, but I can't say it. Lion King. Da, 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 da. It's a work of art for sure. So that's for the 48. This is for the 46. You got the picture. Get the thing. Let's see. That's right, Linda. For sure. Not even in the U.S. in the elections, calling attention and stress. Sandy, I'm so sorry. Yes, it is. Yeah, I understand that. Because it's like you have to pick a friggin' side. I'm not going to say anymore. We just need to get along. We're grown-ups and we love each other, right? Yes. I agree with whoever said that, though. Yes, no complaining if you don't do the thing. Yeah, action speaks all kinds of volumes, right? So we all need to take the action. It was so sweet. My son, though, he's 18, so this will be his first time, and he got people are concerned. I mean, he got a nice letter in the mail today from some complete stranger about it. So it's I like it. I like that somebody's concerned for him to make sure. And it was not like on either side. It was just get, do your due diligence and go out and do this thing. So let's see what else. We should all help our fellow man if we can. If not, maybe we can pray. Yes, Lisa. Yes, because that works. Prayer works. If you're a praying person, you need to do that, because it does. And I pray for all of you. I do for reals. I do, because I feel so strongly about it. So if that's something that you believe in as well, it does. It can change lives. So sometimes we feel like we can't help because we can't do a tangible thing. You totally can. You can pray. So I'm right there with you. Right there with you, Simba. Yeah, Wendy said it. Yeah, I haven't been around much as well. As you know, I'm learning about your camper. So I have a random question of a concern, but haha, I'll continue in the next comment. I type too much. You do not. Let's see. Mona says, I have the Addy 22, 46, 22, 44. You sound like me. So you have it all. So, okay. So yeah, you need the tension guides. You should do it. You need the tension guides. It's a healthy addiction, right? Absolutely. It's therapy. How are you really? Being away from your crafty things, how are you feeling? How's your breathing, blood pressure? Are you sleeping well? Babies. You know what? Thank you that's so sweet of you to ask that. That's just so sweet of you. That's so sweet. I am actually doing very good. I'm feeling very blessed. I'm doing very well. I'm trying to not get ahead of myself, enjoy where I'm at. I will tell you, when the camper thing came about, I was a little bummed about that. Not going to lie. Because that was kind of like I could just walk out there. And, so I was a little upset about that. I got a little depressed about that. But look what it's turning into. And, yeah. And I just want to make sure that I don't get cause when I had my studio before, I got burnout. I did. I just, but I will tell you, I'm doing it completely different this time than what I did last time. And I will tell you, like, I just worked on another pitch thing. Let me see if I can read the last little bit of what I just was working on last night, because this is my motivator. My motivator is people, and it's not money. And when your motivator is people and not money, it's different how things are different. It's different. It's just so different. All right, let me see. Not that I don't want to make money or I don't need money, because y'all know let's see. So, okay. So this is just the last sentence here. It just says, I'm deeply committed to growing something that goes beyond business, something that builds community, creativity, and compassion. And that is totally how I feel. That's the way I feel about all of the channels. That's the way I feel about doing this in person. It's just, doing something that can really help others. Just even if it's only for a little while, like for those of you, or even Nairo, I know, girl, you walked it. You have struggles. We all do. But having that place where you can come and go, and whether it be online or in person or whatever, and connect and just kind of breathe a little bit. I just want to be able to bring that to people, So, yeah. So I'm good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking, really asking. And I appreciate you for that. You should put a picture of me in the unit. Yeah, you should. I want to see a picture of Wendy in her uniform. We all do. I think we all do. You should share it, Wendy. Do that. I would love to see it. Oh, we gave up smoking, girl. Yarn for everyone. That's right. Because I used to be a 3-pack a day or 2 long ago. So long ago I did. So it's all good. Nope. Don't apologize. Don't even say that sorry word. Take that away. No, I appreciate you. Wendy says, looking at the mushroom, where would the tension guide go, Shauna? She needs to make one for the mushroom. But she's probably like, I don't know how many will sell. But if I can get people to buy the mushroom, Shauna, because it's like this little guy. So yeah. So that's Wendy dropping a hint there. I don't know. So how many? We'll have to do a poll. We can do a poll, Shauna, if your husband would like to do another tensioner. You're welcome to use. I can't even talk. Holy cow. use. No, I don't mean use. Go into the community and ask questions if you want. Like do a poll on how many people would, you know, like buy one if you made one, because I would buy one or two. Or if I get machines, if I win a pitch and I get lots more monies, I would buy a whole bunch of them. Like not, well, whole bunch being like 8 or 10, you know, whatever. But anyway, okay, I did 135. And I'm going to end up, I got to make sure I have enough to cast off. So let me go a few more here. I'm at the very end of my, I'm going to do just a couple more. I think that's probably it. So it's not going to be a huge hat, but it'll be fine. Now I need needles. Finally done. Let's see. B-Babe says your studio is fabulous. That is going to be awesome. Yay, you're so sweet. I hope so. I think it's going to be great. I'm excited. I was a chimney too. Haven't smoked in 28 years. Yeah, you know, I think about that, Linda. Let's see. Darren and I, our anniversary is Thursday. We'll have been married. Let's see. Allie is, 26 years. We'll have been married 26 years. So it's been 26 years ago, probably 26 years and probably 6 months that I quit, because Mr. Bant did not like smoking, but he loved me so much. He's like, you can just do it outside. But, and I think I've told this story before. When we worked together, that's how I met him. And whenever we could smoke in the office. I worked in a foundry. I actually was a maintenance planner in a foundry, which is kind of funny. So I worked with a bunch of dudes. There was another lady in there with me too. But so we shared an office, her and I did. She was my boss. And we smoked, and we chain smoked. But we worked in a foundry. It was dirty. So yeah, everybody smoked. And whenever he would come up to the office, we were like on a mezzanine office. So he was like in the middle of the plant because it was a maintenance office. So you could like see out, and like couldn't see out because it was dirty and you couldn't see anything. So there were, you know, a door on either side, and it was like this big raised area. But sometimes we would see him coming, and everybody would be like, oh, Darren's coming. He's going to complain. So we'd put out our cigarettes because he would just complain the whole time. He'd come in and be like, the whole time. And then when he'd leave, we'd light up again. So I knew that when we ended up together that it wouldn't work. So I quit because I loved him. And I knew that it wouldn't work if I was still smoking. So yeah. So it was interesting because before we met, I was quite the smoker and the drinker. And both of those things I didn't do a lot of after, or at all. I mean, I still drank a little bit, but not like I did before we met. Ooh, buddy. It was, I don't remember a lot of it. I shouldn't make jokes, but it's true. So yes, I used to be a chimney smoker. Now I can't imagine. I feel bad for it. So I have a lot of sympathy for it because I know how hard it is to quit. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. All right. Let's get this cast off of here, and we'll see how big it is. It was 136, I think, is what we ended up getting to, which isn't huge. That's the thing you shouldn't do if you're new to this, or at all, probably, because unless you know what, if you had a bigger needle, this wouldn't be as dangerous, I suppose. This yarn isn't super, like, what do I want to say? It doesn't like, it stays put a little bit better when you're casting off. So I'm not as worried about it. Let's see. Beverly, congratulations. Keep going. You know what? If you need accountability, tell us in the group. You can tell us. If somebody gets their panties in a wad about quitting smoking, I don't care. It's my group. So in the Facebook group, I know you're on YouTube, but if you want to get over there, we will help you stay accountable. I will help you. Actually, I was going to tell you Monday for Columbus Day. I don't know. I don't know. But I probably will not be on live on Thursday. I was thinking about that. I don't know for certain. So it depends on what the plans are for, because that's our anniversary. So originally I'm like, oh, well, I've got my live and I've got this and I got that, but we might go do something, but I'm not positive if we don't. Maybe we could be live together, but I don't know. So I will post it if I for sure will be for the coffee and chat on Thursday. Maybe I'll do an, oh, there's a hair. Maybe I'll do one. I don't know. I'll do some lives from the studio this weekend probably. But okay, so let me, if I don't do Thursday. Oh, thank you, Joyce. You're so sweet. But I don't know about Monday. Keep it up, Beverly. Swifty for Life says, hi, I'm Annabelle. I have been watching your videos for a year now. You have? Wait, can watch the lives through. I have a Centro and I'm trying. Oh, yay. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying that you watch, letting us know. I appreciate you. Peggy Sue in Alabama. Yeah, Linda, who can afford it now? Let's buy yarn. And that's right. Agreed. Buy yarn, not smokes. And Beatty's Babe says 6 years smoke free. Awesome. Congrats to you. That's awesome. That's awesome, guys. It's so good to quit. It's so good. I watched my dad. He had COPD and he was on oxygen for 19 years. Now, mind you, he cleaned like asbestos lined furnaces, but he smoked like filterless cigarettes when I was younger. So hold on. I'm going to have to put this back up there because I only spot on my bed. There we go. Whoa. Don't want to drop it. Okay. So let's see what we got. Yes, Anna. He saved your life so you could have a life together and lots of babies because we have lots of children. Yes, that's absolutely the truth, though. Yeah. Oh, Wendy says the center attention are just arrived. Awesome. Monday is Thanksgiving for Canada. Yeah, I forgot that it is. So happy Thanksgiving. Do you do turkey, Sandy? Do you guys do turkey? Oh, something romantic. I don't know about that. Maybe we will. Let's do something romantic. Well, I thought about us going out to dinner. I actually have one of the ladies that's in my business group. She's opening her shop on Thursday. She's doing her grand opening and I kind of want to go support her. And I don't know. So maybe we'll have to go there and then go out to dinner. I don't know. We'll have to see. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Or a hike. I love to hike, by the way. I love to go like gallivanting in the woods. It's always fun. That's what we did last year for our anniversary. Actually, well, I won't. Yeah, we won't talk about our anniversary last year because he worked for like a lot of it. One day at a time. Yes. Yes, and happy Thanksgiving, by the way. Happy early Thanksgiving, Sandy. Sarah says I might be cooking my turkey Sunday. I'm not sure yet. I might be having a turkey nap Monday. Yes. I think I am gonna make one for the kids, even though I don't eat meat. I think I'll make one for them. I did last year make one for like my son, because at the time, maybe my son and my daughter, our oldest that lives here, I think they both were off the vegan diet. Well, my oldest son never was. He never was vegan at all. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm gonna still make them one, I think. I still haven't looked into getting a fresh one. I really need to do that. This will be a nice, like, this is probably more like a kid's hat if you want to do a brim or an adult beanie. But I think this will be good for anybody who wants to walk outside. That's what I was thinking. I wanted to use it up. Let me trim my tails and we'll finish this bad beast up and then I'll get off of here. I know it's been an hour and a half. Sorry, Sandy, that I've been on for so long. It says usually, but my mom is cooking and I told her to do something simple. You know, it is a lot of stress. Making a holiday meal I always got so stressed out about food. I always did. I don't so much anymore. But I don't even cook as much as I used to, really, because everybody kind of eats something different and it gets difficult. So I'm like, I'm not doing it. But I like to have like my favorite are just like tons of vegetables, like having veggie tray and maybe some crackers and all the things, all those things. I also like to do things like smoky, like I make, I don't know if I'll do it this year or not, but like I've made like butternut squash, like smoked mac and cheese. Like you use butternut squash. It sounds probably, some of you'll think that's gross, but it's actually very, very good. I did that Brussels sprout. Like I know you all have seen this where you do it in the crock pot and you do butternut squash, Brussels sprouts, cranberries, like pecans, and you make, and what else did I have in it? I don't remember what else I had in it. It was very good. If you like Brussels sprouts, I like Brussels. I like any kind of cabbage, like any of that kind of stuff. I love it. Actually, you guys are making me hungry now. So I'm going to get rid of this here. My hole here is just a little large, but it's all right. I'm not going to worry about it. I could stitch it closed. Ah, I can't get it. Sorry. It's frustrating. There we go. Yes, it is. That's what reminded me. I knew I had some of this yarn left and I wanted to make one. So I thought I'd make one. But then I thought I'd use some of the leftover. And then I took it to the studio. That was my plan. I was going to put this with that yarn, but then I couldn't find it because I already took it to the studio. So that's going to be a hazard for right now, is like stuff will be at the studio and not here. So there's that. I think it's a nice little short hat. So yeah, I think look at how nice that tension looks. And I didn't even cake my yarn. Look at that. Doesn't it look lusciously lovely? Thanks to Shauna's tension guide. Yeah, I think it's beautiful. Okay. If you like the brights, it's as bright, so it's very bright. It's very, very bright. Yeah, I think it turned out really well. Oh, let's see. How many rows did I ended up with? 136. So that's the size of it. 136. Yes, it'll be a little snug probably for me, but maybe not too bad. Let's see what Wendy said. Let me see. I want to go back. Yeah. Actually, you know what? It would be good pumpkin yarn, but I like the rust color for pumpkins. I like that color. See the difference? You could do this one though. That would be good. I like this one. I like the rust. And I have it up there to make pumpkins, but I haven't made any. That's what it's for though. Let's see. What else? Oh, something I take it your chair at your house is, yes, this one's much nicer. I want another one of these. Yeah, the one at the studio is, I'll just have to put up with it for now because I don't want to spend the money on another chair. This is what I had out in the camper. And then I had that other one in here, but I think if I put a pillow, I was thinking about this. If I put I don't have it up there, but what I did before was I used my, this guy on for my back, and it actually was very nice. So I need to get that over there. So I might do that. This is Erin Makes Designs, her pattern. Yeah. So that needs to go to the studio, and then I can use it for my back. But then I'm like, but then it'll get fuzzy because I'll be sitting, but I should use it, right? But I need to make another one just for that, or make another just square pillow maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I got some really cute paper plate at Hobby Lobby since it is just 2 of us this year. Oh, that's cute. I love that. I need to go. We have a booth at the Sauerkraut Festival in Waynesville, Ohio. Oh, sauerkraut is awesome. This week, and I have to display that needs to be spray painted. Thank you for being here, Erica D, and thank you for the suggestion. I think I'm going to talk to my husband about that. Maybe the projecting thing. I think that might be a good idea, especially when I do the more complicated stuff. I think that would be really good to have because you can't like see what I'm doing. So thank you so much for contributing. I so appreciate you. Hello, Pedro. How are you over on the Facebooks? Sandra says, this year my son-in-law played games with seniors at senior home. We didn't expect birthday gifts, so that gave me an idea to get some machines and take them to a scene. Yes, one of the ladies that was at my workshop on Thursday, we talked about that a little bit, to taking them to the senior center. So yeah, something I thought that I would do for the business side of it is maybe get sponsors for that, so like they don't have to pay, but I have a sponsor that pays for the workshop, so that, you know, that's what I'm thinking. Having a sponsorship program for people to be able to do that, and like youth groups and things. That's what I was thinking. I'm thinking about that, but we'll have to see. This is the first year I like 5 that I will have to do that. I will have to do all the cooking. My daughter has been making the turkey. Oh, well, you'll do great, Wendy. But it is kind of stressful. I'm not like for me in the little space. I only have, a little space. Cynthia says the bright orange and black hat you made last week. What brand? Oh, that was Big Twist Value Rave yarn. So it was Big Twist Value as well, or Big Twist Rave yarn. I don't think it's Big Twist Value. I think it's just Big Twist Rave. I just threw away the yarn wrap thing. Yeah, the label. I don't know what I did with it. But same brand, Big Twist. So it's Joann's. How many rows? Oh, I already said that. Let's see, 136. Okay. Well, I think I probably. Oh, yeah. Roasted Brussels sprouts in the air fryer are delicious. Oh, what did Wendy say? Made a vegan cauliflower dressing last year. Ooh, that sounds good. You'll have to tell me what that was. Share the recipe with me. Beverly went cold turkey on. Awesome, Beverly. Keep it up. Keep it up. And if you need an accountability buddy, I would be happy to check in with you. Just to say, hey, stay away from those nasty, nasty, dirty sticks. Good for deer hunter. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's what I was thinking. Sarah says need to I can't bake bread this week. Do shopping, kiddos. Has bowling Saturday and then meal prep for Thanksgiving and carrot cake. Oh, carrot cake is my favorite. That's what Mr. Bant and I had at our wedding. Actually, was carrot cake because we both love it so much. All right, guys. Well, I probably should head out. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for just chit-chatting with me and giving me ideas and input and just being so awesome. You guys are awesome. Oh, please answer all the questions at Mona Lesser. Please answer all the questions. Oh, let me see if I can. I don't know if I can. What did Mona have to say? I don't know. Did I miss it? Nancy, did you call me gorgeous? And I don't know what I missed of her. Oh, there. I'm trying to join you. Oh, okay. Mona, you're trying to join the Facebook group. Are you doing the one right here? Just answer all the questions. Yes. Okay. That's what I got so confused. Yes. Just answer all the questions and it will automatically get you in there. If you're getting booted because you didn't answer all the questions, just put something all in there. If you can, that would be great. We'll make sure we get you in. We'd love to have you. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry there, Sandy. No, I'm just confused because that's just me. Laura, let me just address this really quick. I could stay here all day, guys. Let me do that and then I'll say bye. I just want to answer her. This is what I will say. In the beginning, I would always say get the Central 48 just because to see if you like it or not. Because at the time, it was way less expensive than the Addy. So if you watch videos where I talk about it, I always use the 48 pin when I first started. And mainly because I didn't have the money at the time to buy the Addy machines because it was like $250. Now, if budget's not an issue, if budget is not an issue for you, I would say a beginner setup that would be super superb would be the Addy with Shauna's tension guide, the ultimate tensioner. If you're not sure if you're going to like it, then I would get the Centro 48 and try it out. Use some good yarn that it likes though, like some Karen Simply Soft or some Lionberry and Heartland. And then if you love it, because I know as crafters, we all do this thing where if we think we're going to love it, we go all in and you spend all the monies and then you're like, I don't like this, I don't love it. So, so maybe if budget's not an issue, I would do the setup I got. If budget's an issue, I would start with the Center 48. But then I will tell you that you need to somehow get it clamped down. I put mine on boards. Like I clamp mine to boards. I have videos on that, how I put them on there so that I can clamp them down with C-clamps because unless you can find another method, it comes with suction cups. And if it's moving around and you're fighting the machine, it's very hard to use it. You really need to have the machine clamped down. So hopefully that's helpful. I know I really didn't tell you either way, but yeah, yes. So hopefully that's helpful. All right, guys. So I'm headed out. So thank you all. Thank you all for being here. Oh, thank you for that, Sarah. Yeah, do that thing that Sarah said. All right, guys. I'm not sure if I'll be back on Thursday. If you don't see me on Thursday, I'll probably pop in this weekend at the studio and go live for a little bit. But otherwise I will be back probably on Monday. So just stay tuned. I will post it. I promise. Thank you for being here. Have a great one. Remember, stay cranky. Love you guys. See you later. Bye, Everett. If you watched the whole thing, I did say a bad word. I apologize for that. Okay, we'll see you later. Bye now. Bye. Bye.